So, Thor Ragnarok, it's out in the UK. Mitch, you saw it. A lot of
Yep.
people already know the details. A couple of my friends over there were just like, here's what happens. And I was like, all right, cool. So I'm excited about
Same.
the future of Thor. But an interesting thing is Kevin Feige, talking about the future of the character. When asked about the potential of a female Thor down the road, he didn't outright deny. He's like, well, we always look at the comics for inspiration, so yeah. Would you want to see that?
I'd want to see it.
Yep.
How do you do this without being spoilery? I don't know how they would do it moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Because like in the comics, any person who is worthy could become Thor because that's part of the power from Mjolnir. It,
Yeah, but there's
I mean, we already know it gets. You already know it gets destroyed.
no, there's more than that. There's a bit more
Yeah.
than that.
So okay, so
Um,
let's hypothetically talk about it like this. So in the future of the MCU, and I've talked about this, Marvel Comics is laying a foundation for what will become known as a legacy. You see this everywhere. It's in their marketing. Marvel has never, in the last like 15, 20 years, put out things that aren't building towards a bigger future and more recognition. You look at Miles Morales, right? When that started, they inherently knew that at some point, 10, 20 years from now, kids will have grown up knowing who Miles Morales is the entire time. And when he gets a big screen movie, they're going to go, oh, that's the Spider-Man I read when I was younger. They're doing that with this Jane Foster Thor. I think it's quite clear that the MCU is not rebooting for quite a while. So you
oh,
keep
no,
moving
no,
forward
not at
and you bring in some of these new legacy characters like things. So Jane Foster, Miles Morales, Ultimate Spider-Man, Sam Wilson, Captain America, possibly. Scott Lang is already one of these type of characters that was brought in way after the original, and he's kicked off, and they've tested that water with it, and people don't mind it. So I think you give it another 10, 15 years, you're probably going to see a female Thor. And,
all.
you look at Disney right now, hell, you look at every studio right now, they all want a female star in some sort of action blockbuster. So why not in 10 years when, Marvel Cinematic Universe is trying to re-announce new movies, when they're like, all right, announcing our 50th movie at San Diego Comic-Con, Kevin Feige's, freaking in a wheelchair, they could put up Jane Foster as Thor or just female Thor, and it's going to blow up media because it's going to be like, oh, wow, that woman who was Thor for the last 15 years is finally getting her movie. Like, they're just future-proofing. It's the smartest thing they could do. I honestly, it's going to
I
work.
don't know. I just got this like image of when everyone's getting hyped at the announcement, and you just see Feige doing wheelies in his wheelchair.
Look fanfare. Oh,
Well, he's going to have Professor X's hovering chair, so...
Christ. Is he going to be as bald as well?
Well, yeah, because that's when
Uh,
they announced the giant crossover everybody's been waiting for. That's what they're
or
waiting for.
is that how we find out the rights are back? He just comes out being like, "Da-na-na-na-na," and that's it.
I would pay to see that shit. I would pay real good money to see that.
He's like, now everyone knows why they're wondering why there is Logan's costume hanging right here. Y'all
Well,
want
that's the Halloween costume that he's got at the minute.
Oh man.
The clickbait.
Well, it's like,
But I don't know. I don't think you will have a Jane Foster Thor. You might have a woman Thor.
yeah.
I don't think, unless they recast, Natalie Portman. I mean, actually, Natalie Portman might come back if they go, look, you're going to have your own franchise
Mhm.
of 3 movies, being 3 more. If it's like that's the only way I can see her coming back, but I honestly don't think they'll get her.
I mean, the easy way to do it, right, is Jane Foster Jr. or something like that. It's like, oh, look.
The easiest way to do it is do it with Valkyrie,
Well, yeah. Yeah,
Tessa Thompson.
that's true.
Because she was essentially a female Thor in the comics and kind of in this.
Yeah.
But I think that would be the most logical and easiest route to go is to use.
Don't call her
Valkyrie.
Thor, call her Thunderstrike.
Oh, but that's Eric Madison, and that's being like
Yeah.
SJW genders. Can't do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we all know that the future of Hollywood is going to be a lot more diverse, which I'm 100% okay with. You you do what you need to because hey, it's about time. We don't need Sylvester Stallone lookalikes running around every movie. It's like we had that for like 50, 60 years. Okay, like we can change it up a little bit.
He's not going away now. We don't need lookalikes.
Yeah, that's true. So, I mean, we'll talk more about the future of Thor in a few weeks, specifically when we all see the movie and then we do the spoiler cast. Then we'll definitely be talking about it. So,
Like, there's a lot to talk about with